Hitman Agent 47 is the second attempt to launch this franchise into the world of film. Of course, being a property based off a video game means that the chances of that being successful are Buckley's or none. Buckley's or none is an Australian expression. It dates back to the early days of the nation and relates to the life of William Buckley. You know what? It doesn't matter. Anyways, this time around, Agent 47, played by a different guy who also looks weird with a shaved head, having to assassinate a person or a couple of persons because he's part of an agency, but there's a different agency who wants to find a guy who can make more Agent 47s because he's like a genetically modified man who's good at stealing hats and spinning in a circle shooting people. The good. Well, a lot of the elements of the video game carry over. So if you're a fan of that series, there's probably a lot of joy to be had in all the familiar elements. Stealth, firing 2 guns at once, garroting, silk ties, a bald guy. Also, as far as action goes, it's not the worst. Apparently the guys who directed John Wick had a hand in that, which is noticeable and a welcome addition. That being said, the story is unnecessarily complicated. It feels like there's way too many secret organizations, even though there's only 2, and character motivations are muddled at best, which in turn led me to suddenly realize that I was on my phone towards the end of this movie, which is weird because I didn't make a conscious effort to take it out and look at it. It just happened during some extended exposition about making an army and how you shouldn't make an army or something. Also, like I said, the action itself is fine, but there's a fair amount of CGI present. And that's never a good sign when you can notice it. This film does have a modest budget, and there's nothing wrong with that, but some movies are clearly better at hiding their limitations. But the biggest drawback of this film is that it's just a whole lot of who cares? Like, who cares about any of this? What's this guy up to? It doesn't matter. What's this girl's secret? Who gives a shit? This movie was said to usher in a new era of video game to movie adaptations. But instead, I'm sitting here, just coming out of the cinema, straining my brain to think of things to say about this. And I'm not going to do that anymore because life's too short and I want to take my dog for a walk. Maybe even put some washing on also. I was actually supposed to do that on the weekend, but I didn't have time. Oh yeah! Worst movie ever. But look, if you want to watch something I have more interest in talking about, I'll link a couple of videos at the end, along with my podcast, The Weekly Planet, that covers movies and TV shows and comics. We were going to talk about Hitman this Monday, but now, I don't know, probably talk about something else. But what did you think of Hitman Agent 47? And what do you consider to be the best all-time video game movie? If you do have thoughts, below, you can leave them if you want. Alright, thanks everyone. Take care.